Hello and welcome. In this part of our research ethics presentation, I'm going to talk about participants. So we all need participants, right? We all need participants who are able to come in, take part in our research, provide some input, some data that we can use later on to analyze and whatever the research questions are, we need to answer those. So, who are those participants, and what are the common types that we see usually coming to us in our ethics committee, and then how to document information about about that population which is there, and the second part of my series will be about how to approach those participants, how to ask those participants respectfully how to participate in our research, and then talk about more about other participant populations which are there. So here I'm going to talk about some of the common types, and then what is the documentation which is required for you in order to provide us in the ethics committee the complete information with which we can evaluate your application. So, who are the participant populations? For example, some of the most common participant types are when you target some people. So you say, okay, I need people from this area and maybe multiple areas. I need people from some expertise who have some certain expertise. They could be in one organization, it could be spread across multiple organizations. I also need, maybe I'm going to recruit through my social networks. I know the people who are the experts, and or maybe it's a convenience-based thing that I want to approach people who are convenient for me to recruit in my research. It could be organizational members. So you say, okay, I am going to recruit from this particular organization, which is working in water resources or some other area, and I need just people from this organization. That's it, I'm done. So yeah, you just go and recruit those people. You could also be looking at students, and most research projects do that because it's a convenient sample. So yeah, you've got the students, you are working in the uni, or you are studying at the uni, and you know that the kind of people that you need are there in the same uni, maybe as your colleagues, or you're in some other department or whatever, and you're just going to recruit from there. It's conveniently accessible and so on. Or you could be recruiting from your colleagues, co-workers, again, a convenience sample, or maybe based on expertise, depending on what you're looking for, some acquaintances, some people who you know or you've heard of, and you would like to approach them, get some data from those people, and bring them in. So, and there could be other ones, and we'll talk about that later in the next video. So what is the documentation which is required for the HVAC review? So what we need from you is that you explain your target populations very well in the project description. You tell us who you are going to target, where are you going to you're going to recruit from an organization, students, university, acquaintances, off the web, of social media, whatever. So you have to explain that target population in the project description. Tell us that this is the target population. You are probably going to recruit like 15 people, 20, 100, 200 is your target or whatever. So explain that well in your research. So then you have to provide relevant details also in the human research ethics application. So there's a 5-page project description first where you explain, and then you summarize that explanation that you provided in the human research ethics application form, the HREA form. So you need to provide relevant information over there. You need to provide us the information statements and consent form that you're going to give to the participants. Clearly address the participants that I am looking for people in this. That's why I'm approaching you. I need you to do this, and this is what I want you to do during that research. So all of that needs to be clearly explained. And then attach copies of any advertisements, recruitments. So you're going to post on the social media, or you're going to recruit by just putting up posters in the library, or you are going to send out emails, letters, whatever you do, you need to clearly um, articulate your narrative and give us all the emails, letters, advertisements, scripts of the phone calls, anything that you are going to do to approach those participants. You need to give us copies of those advertisements and everything else. So that will complete the documentation that we want from you. Uh, and would be really good if you can also go through some of the types, the 4 values of national statement, that will help you understand what we are looking for. It's very simple, just like 2 pages. You need to read through what are the requirements specifically related to the human research participants. The recruitment has to have justice. You need to explain some benefits. You need to explain some risks which are there in the participants. What is the benefit that the participants are going to gain, and what is the risk which is there? How you're going to minimize that risk? Clarify everything to the participants in your statement. There has to be a respect. So you are respectfully asking. Those people are giving up their time for you. So you have to respect their confidentiality, privacy, tell them, give them chance to consent to participate in your research. Everything should be clearly explained in the information statement and consent form. So just 2 pages of short reading in the national statement. Go through that, and you will understand how you need to approach the participants, and how you need to ask them when they participate in your research. I hope this is helpful, and I will go through more details in the next video.